Hello everybody and welcome to the Scouting Report. I'm Dan Hayek here with Matt Doyle, and today we're previewing the match between the Chicago Fire and New England Revolution. Matt, in their opener, the Chicago Fire got run off the pitch by the LA Galaxy, and a big reason why was they weren't winning second balls in midfield. Jeff Laurentowicz was working as the sole defensive midfielder for them. Does he need a partner to help him out?
I think he does. Laurentowicz is an all-star caliber player, an international caliber player, but he's always had the luxury of playing next to a guy like Shalrie Joseph or Pablo Mastroeni. That's not bad company. Joel Lindper is a different kind of player, and I don't think he has the range or defensive instincts to really pair with Laurentowicz and make each other shine. I think you have to really consider bringing in Daniel Palladini. He's a little bit busier both ways. He gets stuck in on tackles, and I know that's cliched, but you need that. So Palladini makes a lot of sense. Double the amount of ball winners deep in the midfield, and Laurentowicz, just let him sit there and spring guys on the flanks. Maybe put Lindper out left, switch Patrick Nyarko to the right, because Dilly Duka was not effective for the Fire last week. I think Duka can add a little something off the bench.
In week one, we were a bit surprised to see Michael Santos starting up top instead of Shergill McDonald. Do you expect to see the Brazilian again, or does the Dutchman get back into the starting lineup?
Unless McDonald has really gotten himself in the doghouse, I think he has to be in the starting lineup. He's more dimensional than Michael Santos. He has the element of speed, getting behind the defense. He's better at holding the ball up. He's not a great finisher, but Michael Santos isn't a great finisher either. McDonald, he has all the tools to be a dominant force in this league. I think Frank Lopez really just has to trust him. McDonald and Rolf worked so well together last year. There's reason to think, plenty of reason to think really, that it can happen again in 2013.
On the New England side of things, we're expecting at least a couple new faces in midfield. Khalife Cisse for sure, Andy Dorman perhaps. Are we expecting the Welshman, Andy Dorman, to be as effective offensively? He scored several goals his first time with New England. Are we expecting the same this time around?
I think they're hoping for the same. New England's offense last year really lacked punch, especially when Sayar Sen went out. They do a good job of generating chances from the wings, but they don't have a lot of proven finishers up front. I mean, Jerry Benson should be, but he hasn't been yet in MLS. Dorman, if you go back to the middle of the last decade with the Revs, he was the type of guy who would burst out of midfield and get onto the ball for those one-touch finishes in the box. With the Revs' likely formation, which I think is a 4-1-3-2, that's what is going to be expected of him, and that can take a lot of pressure off both the flankers as well as the forwards, and gives the Revs a new look going into the attack.
All right, well, agree or disagree with Matt, let us know in the comments below. This one takes place on Saturday, kicking off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and you can watch it on NBC Sports Network.